This is supposed to be lunch, but maybe now it is dinner, because I'm not sure what dinner time even is anymore. Hi everyone. Welcome to Thursday. So last night, we went to bed on time.
Yes.
Went to bed on time. Voluntarily stayed up just a tiny bit to play Animal Crossing, but still largely went to bed on time. And I was happy about that. Got in bed, getting ready to go to sleep, and we hear something that unfortunately has been a somewhat familiar sound. And I'm laying in bed like, oh no. Our neighbor has been playing music at night. And this is something that we've noticed before, but it's never gone on too terribly long. Until last night, it has never affected me personally. It's never affected my sleep. Mal said it's been affecting her a little bit this week. Mm-hmm. But I've never experienced that until like last night. But I managed to fall asleep because I'm a pretty heavy sleeper. And then it was around 3 a.m., I think, that you woke me up.
That's when it woke me up.
That's when it woke Mal up.
And I was trying to play some white noise, and it woke you up because it was water sound, and you had to go to the bathroom.
It's true. So at 3 a.m., all of a sudden, I start hearing a waterfall or whatever, and then I'm like, I have to pee. And so I got up, went to the bathroom, and Mal and I were laying there discussing the fact that it's 3 a.m., and just... And I'm like, okay, so this is happening. The way that our master bedroom is situated, our bed, the headboard is right up against the far wall of the house, and it is that neighbor that is playing that music. That being said, from what we know of the layout of the house, the room that's closest to that side would be their master bedroom. And I just kind of doubt that they're playing that loud music.
There's no lights on.
And there's no lights on.
Because they have some of those glass block windows that face us, which would probably be the bath. And then they have some transom windows across the top, like where in the bedroom part.
Yeah.
And there's no lights on. So...
Anyway, long story short, we laid there and Mal's, trying to play, white noise or whatever. And I'll just cut to the chase. 5 a.m. 5 a.m. It did not stop until after 5 a.m. And, we didn't sleep great as a result. And we were a little frustrated. And we talked about it a little bit on Breakfast Stream today. And I was talking about the fact that, under normal circumstances, I don't love confrontation, but I don't mind talking to someone about something like this. And the thing you have to realize is that, like, we're in houses. Like, we're not in an apartment.
We're not sharing a wall.
Yeah, the fact that we can hear this is kind of insane. Like, our house is like 8 feet away from the other house. And we can't hear any music, but we can hear that low frequency. So that I assume that it must be so loud inside the house that the person playing the music is actively going deaf. It's the only thing that makes sense to me, because it's very loud. But under normal circumstances, I wouldn't mind like going over and knocking on the door and being like, hey, we can hear it at night, please do not do. But because of social distancing, it's not really something we should probably be doing. So if we're going to address this, we will likely need to like write a letter or something.
Tape it to their door or something. I don't know.
I mean, the thing that makes the most sense to me is to write a note and put it in their mailbox. But you're not technically supposed to put stuff in other people's mailboxes. And like, I get it. But as long, I don't know. On the one hand, I'm like, well, if we're not like mean about it. Because I don't care if someone plays music at night. Like, whatever.
But after midnight, please turn the bass down.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. Like, if you could take that EQ and just, after midnight, we'll be totally cool. And, we're not like super old people. We don't go to bed at 9 p.m. Like, we generally aim for midnight. So up until midnight, fair game. But then after midnight, please turn the low end down because I can feel it in my bones. We had to jack up the rain sounds last night so I could hear those over the other. So yeah, it was not ideal. Not ideal. But yeah, we we didn't sleep great, and then after breakfast stream, we took a nap, and we agreed on a set amount of time to nap.
We did. I wasn't thrilled about the set amount of time, but I was like, okay.
We agreed to nap for just a little bit, and then Dan was going to come over because we talked about this a while ago.
Yeah, when we did the pantry.
When we went through the pantry, we made little gift bags for him and Lindsay for candy, but we never actually gave them to them because we haven't seen them since then. So Dan was going to come over and pick those up. So I got up, and Dan came over, and I tried to get Mal up, and she was like, "No, I have to keep sleeping." And I was like, "Okay." So I gave the stuff to Dan, and then actually part of the story, I didn't nap. Remember? Because I got in bed. And I had been in bed because we were going to nap together, and it'd been like 10 minutes, and all of a sudden my body was like, "You have low blood sugar," and I had cold sweats, and I was shaking, and I was like, "Oh God, I have to eat now." So I actually never napped. I got up and ate instead, and then Dan came, and you were still asleep. Dan left, and I was like, "Well, now I'm tired because I haven't napped." So I got back in bed. And now I don't know what meal this is because this should be our lunch, but I've already had a sandwich and it's dinner time. So what lunch is this lunch? Is this dinner? I don't know. So that's been my day. It's not been the most ideal day, but we did end up feeling rested after all of the much longer second nap. It's not how I envisioned things going, but it is what it is. I don't know if I'm gonna. It's also starting to rain, so like, if I was gonna leave a note anywhere else but the mailbox, it's gonna get wet.
Let's leave a note tomorrow because it's not supposed to rain.
Okay, and it'll give us one more night to see if this happens again.
Which I think it will.
It might not.
Maybe.
But we don't know.
Maybe.
I don't think anyone likes confrontation.
No.
If they do, there's probably specialized career paths for them. But for me, I'm like, I don't like it, but I will do it. And I might have to. Tomorrow. For now, though. Soup. That was a pretty long opening clip. It's Thursday, so we should probably check in with Lunch Bunch.
Today with Cooking with Roland, we're cooking some frozen pizzas. Preheat that oven to 450. And hopefully it'll be done in 15 minutes.
It's lunch bunch time again. Hope everybody's doing well.
And staying safe out there.
See ya.
And now it's gone. And that's all you have to do. Thanks so much.
No, I can't. No, I'm not doing that. Here I am just wanting to make a funny video, making fun of Michael, and now I have to compete with shaving the side of my head, and I'm just not gonna do that. Anyway, let me tell you a little bit about what's going on here. I know a few people in the comments asked what I'm doing now, and because I used to be a photographer, and I am still a photographer, but I'm also the creative arts director here at Beach Church in Myrtle Beach, and we've been doing all kinds of awesome things this week. We had a food distribution for families in need. We also did a blood drive with the Red Cross where every single appointment we had was booked, so we had to book another one. I'm really excited about how we're helping the people in our community, and I hope you are staying safe and healthy wherever you are.
you know what? I think we've had enough vlog for today. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, let's be back tomorrow, shall we?